You're listening to Dave the IT Guy, coming to you from an undisclosed location. Do not be afraid. Dave is here to help with all of your security and hacking questions and news. We own them now, and we are in control. Sit back, turn it up, and let's get started in 3, 2, 1.
All right. You are listening to Dave the IT Guy. That's right. Tonight we're going to be talking about a little bit of our security breaches of the day. We're going to start the day off, though, with a word from our sponsors, 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Our trucks are on your street right now.
And headed your way.
Goodbye, junk.
Hello, relief.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Right on, 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Proud sponsors of Dave the IT Guy, and as always, I'm always thankful for our sponsors. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about some security breaches. The one that we need to start the day off with, though, and talk right about now is the CCleaner malware breach. So most of us have had viruses or malware or something on our personal computers. And even in some corporate environments, the CCleaner tool has been downloaded millions and millions of times around the globe. On August 15th until September 12th of this year, which is just 6 days ago, the original site for CCleaner was compromised, and hackers were able to upload a version of the CCleaner software that included boatloads of malware. And this malware was designed to download more stuff and steal stuff from you and do all kinds of other bad things that malware normally would do. What makes it bad, though, is that it's, you weren't tricked into going to a fake site or anything like that. They were able to compromise the publisher's site and get you to download from them what should have been legitimate software that is well known around the world. So very tasty hack, to say the least. Just in that 3-week window, we're talking about roughly 20 million potential downloads, and as of this podcast, roughly 2.3 million of those potential users are known to be infected. So, yikes, right? CCleaner. Watch out for CCleaner. What else has been going on? So, are you aware of Vivo Music? So, Vivo Music is a big video service that stores videos online for professional video producers, movie studios, and others. More than 3 terabytes of internal data got leaked out by a group called Our Mine. So, hey, Vivo, you got hacked again. I think this is your second time, and Our Mine has certainly been doing their thing. They had once hunted down some HBO accounts, some other accounts. I think they jumped onto WikiLeaks one time and was able to deface their website. So, man, crazy. But so Vivo Music, over 3 terabytes. And then, of course, CCleaner, more than 2 million users infected so far. Yikes. Looks like Google Play, another 4.2 million Google Play users potentially infected with malware from some more apps making it into their store and making it past their anti-malware protection. So be careful, right? Gotta be careful. On a more scary note, though, based on the state, right? So the Turkish government, they created a new law that basically says you can't download encrypted messaging apps. You can't use them. And there is a tool called Bylock, which is a little messaging app that allows you to encrypt your messages. Well, the Turkish authorities were actually able to break that encryption because it was very weak, and they were able to start tracking down the people who had downloaded that app and who had been using that app, theoretically because they were doing things against the government and causing bedlam and mayhem. 75,000 Turks have been arrested so far for using that app. 75,000. That's crazy. So, if you're over there in Turkey, watch what you're doing. The Bylock app has been compromised. What else? On a good note, Windows 10 is giving you more control over some of your app level permissions. What does that mean, you say, Dave the IT guy? Well, what that means is that you download an app and it has permissions within your Windows to do certain things. Well, now you can go in and change those settings to give yourself more privacy and more control over the app. Most of us are used to doing that within like a cell phone or an iPad, something like that. But now Windows 10 based applications are also starting to gain this functionality. So very nice indeed. What else? Well, we already know about Equifax, so we don't need to talk about that anymore. Who else is doing what today? So Patch Tuesday in September of 2017, which was last week, patched some 0-day flaws that were being used to spread spyware. This particular Patch Tuesday for September was very large indeed. Many, I believe it was over 70 security updates, and many of them were criticals. So if you have not yet checked out your Windows updates, you need to do so. And if you are a company, you better really hurry up because they're coming to get you. We all know how it is. If you don't patch, your users will end up causing you more troubles than anything else. So if nothing else, even if you're not going to patch against hackers from the outside, you have to patch to protect yourself from users who don't really know what they're doing, that just get on the web and click. We all know who those people are, so watch yourself. What else is going on? So Windows 10 has a Linux subsystem, if you didn't know that already. They've been they being Microsoft, has been using Linux for about 3 years now. And there is a piece of this Linux subsystem in the Windows 10 environment that allows malware to become fully undetectable. So it basically allows malware to install itself as something else and then tell your AV and IDS scanners to ignore it, right? To just bypass that file. Don't worry about that. This one's okay, right? So be careful. Go out and take a look at that too. Adobe has patched 2 critical vulnerabilities in their Flash player in the past week, so you want to go take a look at that. What else? Blueborn, which is a Bluetooth attack, put billions with a B devices at risk. They call it Blueborn. It's a Bluetooth critical attack, and any Bluetooth enabled device, smartphone, laptop, a smart TV, any other IoT type of device will allow malware to take control and do things, as malicious as turning on your camera and watching your audio and listening to you and things like that. But it also could take those devices over and use them as attack platforms against other people. So imagine, you're sitting at home watching TV and the feds come pounding on your door to steal your smart TV because it's been identified as attacking, some bank or something. So watch it, So it's called Blueborn. Make sure that your anything that's Bluetooth capable is updated as it can be. Check your vendor websites for updates. You know how it is. Let's see. Ooh, Facebook, they got smacked with a fine, $1.43 million for violating users' privacy in Spain. So, hey, US, wake up and start smacking some of these vendors around for, not protecting our privacy. Um, what else, man? So much more stuff. Samsung launched a bug bounty program, up to $200,000 in rewards if you can find, bugs and other problems with any of their Samsung devices. So that's a good thing. I forgot about this one. I read about this about 5 days ago. So D-Link has a wireless router called the 850L, and researchers were playing around with this thing, and they found 10 critical zero-day vulnerabilities in this D-Link wireless router, to the point that D-Link doesn't even look like they're going to even patch it. They're just quit selling them. They just said, the heck with it, I quit. So yeah, watch yourself if you've got a D-Link 850L. In all honesty, if you have a D-Link anything, watch yourself. You might want to go spend a little bit of money and buy one of the better devices. I hate to say that, but D-Link right now, they're a Taiwan-based company. They're cheap and inexpensive for a reason, and part of that reason is they're just not putting a lot of effort into their code and into updates and things like that. Their job is to put out volumes and volumes of merchandise and for you to buy it. So hey, watch what you're buying, and as always, be careful what you pay for. I think we talked about this once, but I'm going to bring it up again. In the healthcare IT field, we all know about hackers going after your financial data and patient and health records and stuff. But in the last 12 days or so, it's been not determined, but demonstrated is the word I'm looking for, that syringe infusion pumps, things that for diabetics and or other type of people who have to take automated injections of medicines. These devices have been compromised because they use different connectivity technologies to upload data to hospitals and doctors and such. And so it's been found and demonstrated in real time that these devices can be compromised, thus delivering fatal doses to their users. Scary stuff. Now these people meaning these hackers, they can kill you, remotely. So if that doesn't scare you, I have no idea what will. That should scare the snot right out of you. Oh man, so I don't want to be the bearer of bad news every day. Every time we get on here and we talk about what's happening and what's going on and what can we do, we need to take time and enjoy technology, right? So even though technology is so ingrained in our world right now, we have to take the time to enjoy it and get what we pay for and take advantage of all the automation. But you also have to take the time to secure it. Pay attention to what you're installing. Take the time to understand what it does or what it's supposed to do. And then take the time to understand what it's really doing. And if you don't know how to do that, you either need to find somebody that does, or maybe you should consider not installing, because you put these smart TVs and these other automated devices into your home, and you just plug them in and think they're going to be working great. You quite possibly are putting yourself or your family at bigger risk than you think. So you've really got to take some time and pay attention to what's going on, what you're buying, what you're putting in. And, if you're going to go out and spend the lowest amount of money that you can, then you're probably going to be at more risk than everybody else. So if you are going to go buy this stuff, at least buy some stuff from a reputable company, somebody that takes the time to research their products and their code. And also you want to take some time to maybe hire somebody to test it, right? To put it in and test it against your environment, whether it be your home network, whether it be your work network, whether it be as a consultant, maybe it's a client's network. You need to really take some time and figure out what it's doing and why it's doing it, how it's doing it, etc. I really just can't say that enough. There are just far too many people right now that are just installing stuff. So we're not going to beat that with a dead horse, but I'm just saying, you really have to pay attention to what you're doing, and far too many people are just not paying attention. It's something as simple as these hacks, right? Some of these hacks are as simple as somebody using a cloud-based service like an Amazon Web Service and simply not checking a box, right? Hitting save and opening up private data because they forgot to click a box, right? And that's what we're finding has been the case most of the time lately, is simple human mistakes because people either don't know what they're doing or they've spent the least amount of money on a consultant or some other person who is tech savvy enough, right, to get it done, and they haven't really spent the time to focus and to learn and to understand. It blows me away that we're out here spending all this money on all these cloud services and all these other things, and we're just not doing due diligence. We're just not taking time. We, meaning the IT industry as a whole, and we have to start pushing back on clients. When we have these non-tech savvy clients contact us and say, I want this and this. Oh, no, I don't want to spend that much for that. It's up to us now to start pushing back, saying, look, I don't want to do this kind of bad IT work. I don't want to do that. I need to take the time to do this. And time is money. It's unfortunate, but it just is. And, clearly all of us can't be so choosy that we're going to turn down clients, but it is incumbent upon us to do good work. The bottom line is if you're doing shoddy IT work, it will come back to haunt you, and you won't be doing IT work very long when somebody else has to come in behind you and clean up your mess. So I can't stress it enough. Focus, pay attention, spend the money. If you're an IT services provider or some type of consultant, programmer, whatever, educate your clients. Make them understand why things cost money and why putting forth the extra effort now will save them big money later, or embarrassment, or even shut their business down if they get compromised or they get fined by the government, or any of number of other things that could be happening to them because of a breach. So take the time, spend the money, have some fun with it, enjoy your technology, but damn it, secure it. Again, I want to say thanks to my buddies over at 1-800-GOT-JUNK, as always, for taking the risk on Dave the IT Guy and sponsoring my podcast.
Our trucks are on your street right now.
And headed your way.
Goodbye, junk.
Hello, relief.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Woohoo, 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com. Thank you again. All right, well, that's going to be about it for this particular podcast. Get you up to date on the news. This was kind of an add-in program for the week, so join me this coming Wednesday at 6:30 Eastern Time. That would be Wednesday, September the 20th, for our regularly scheduled live show. We've got a pretty interesting interview coming up, as long as my secret guest is going to be available. It's possible that he will be on an airplane and we may have to reschedule, but if not, I think you'll be highly interested in hearing what he has to say. So until Wednesday, thanks again. I am Dave the IT Guy.
Okay, so that's it. You've heard what Dave the IT Guy has to say. Hopefully you were inspired to take some action or to continue to learn more on your own. At the very least, we hope you'll tell others about Dave and his podcast and ask them to come check it out. As always, you can download episodes on the iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and Stitcher apps, or in iTunes by searching Dave the IT Guy. You can also just visit dtig.net and listen in the on-demand players on the website. Plus, you can read some of his blogs that don't make it to air.